Sorry about that. I had to pause for a
So,
We're okay.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
she's there.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Interesting. No, okay. Screw you, doors.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This is my left.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Of course I did.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It's very interesting.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. I don't want to.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yep.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yep.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult. What? Really?
Yep.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Yep.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Okay, go ahead,
Give me
do
a
that.
chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
But I don't want to go through that door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yep.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Of course,
Work
yes.
with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already
Okay.
feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. Oh. Leaderboard, eh? Oh, thank you. makes clicking sounds. This is awesome. A dead rat. Oh my god. Okay.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Yes, I do
Perfect.
mind.
Let me boot it up.
Yeah. This game is so frustrating.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Ban, baby, ban!
You heartless bastard.
Thank you.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
It's really dark.
Yes. This seems like it'll work.
It's so
Let's
dark.
give it a shot.
Okay.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
No
But
way!
Is it enough? Tell me
No
that,
way!
Stanley.
Minecraft!
Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this.
Let me get
I'm
up.
done making things for you.
I'm sure.
From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic
Achievement
purpose.
unlocked. Yes,
Watch
I
this,
realize
Stanley.
this.
I'm going to build a house.
Okay.
This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Wish Minecraft actually ran
But you've
like
only
that.
seen
That
it
would
from
be
the
amazing.
outside.
This-
You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand?
Yes.
Isn't it perfect?
It
could
is.
only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay. Minecraft music?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No, but I can make one. It's down here.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind.
I
I'm
don't
looking
care.
for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh, it got so dark. Okay. I'm gonna end it off here, and I'll start the next video here.
Yes!
way!
I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You
No
trapped in
way!
a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
What? Oh my god, that is amazing. What? No way. No way.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
I know. Thank you.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience.
Ah! What? What? I just hope there are no jump scares. That would suck. Hey, look, a light. I think it goes in a circle. Oh, nope. Look at this. Wait a minute. This is the place without the lights. Oh my god, this is... The light. Hi. Mr. Light.
Hello. Hello, Mr. Light. Hello.
Is this the old layout? Pushy, pushy, pushy. Interesting. So sad I had to leave this one. Such a nice one. I didn't record it at the time. Okay, let's begin this again. Maybe I'm gonna start the new episode here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
What?
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh. What?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So,
Yep.
now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Yeah.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it.
What?
Will it be worth it for you to
No.
restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh,
Didn't take
and
very
this is
long.
Rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
This is gonna get really annoying. Okay, I'm gonna try to do every option I can. I'm gonna do like 18 videos on this if I can.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay. If I take this door...
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But what does this button do? Voice from this guy? Okay. What are we doing down here, E?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the
Oh my
right.
god!
Why would I have ever said it was to the
go.
right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Looks like there's no other way up. Okay, let's go downstairs.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding?
Fired?
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
This
he
time
had
I'm
simply
going to
missed a
listen to
memo.
you and see what happens.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then.
Sites
It's
are
an
pretty stupid.
adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh. What? Okay. This goes around here. Yeah.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Pretty awesome.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
If I
to go to
can,
the
I'm
meeting
gonna listen to
room.
him.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Try.
Okay, yep,
No!
it's worse.
No!
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Why is that blank? Okay. Are all these doors locked? Who locks these doors?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
What? This does not happen.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know
Yes.
what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know
That
you
was
put in a
actually
lot of
easy.
hard
I
work,
like this.
And it really paid off. So, good
good.
job.
Thank you.
Oh, no. No,
Oh.
I don't feel right about this at all. We
Ah!
both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Yes, I did.
Some people win fair and square,
I
and
didn't
this
even
was
listen
not
to you.
one of those situations.
Okay.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
The end is never. The end is loading. What? Okay.
All right, I've got a solution. This
Okay.
time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line.